friends, today we're going to practice cutting and using our fingers for cutting with scissors like this. So moms and dads, the reason why we want to practice cutting, you might be scared, oh my gosh, my 3-year-old with scissors, but it's really important to start strengthening the muscles, and don't worry, they won't be perfect at it, and it takes time and practice, just like anything else. It really takes practice. So here are some nice beginner skills for scissors. First of all, if you have Play-Doh, and you can roll out, I have like a little tray here, and you take some Play-Doh and you can just roll it out like that, and then you can get the scissors. And basically, you want to get them rounded kid scissors. You can get them at the dollar store. You can get like in 2-pack, and it doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed. You get the little circle is for their thumb, and then the oval, the long one, is for either 2 or 3 fingers, okay? Depending on how big the scissors are and how the fingers fit. But you definitely want, now for me, because my hands are big, I'm going to put 2 in. Okay, so what I like to do is, a lot of times kids don't realize what their thumb is at that age, and they also don't realize the different sizes. So I usually mark this little circle, and I put with a sticker or with a marker like a Sharpie. I like made a little dot on this, or I get these little stickers, and I'll put like a smile face on it, and I'll put one of the stickers on the thumb, so they know this is what goes on top, and it goes through. See? Yeah, so a sticker or on there, and a sticker on top even. I use like the little star stickers also sometimes to mark the scissors. See, here's a pair that I've marked it with like a little star. Okay, so they get their Play-Doh, and with, this is called their helper hand, and with the helper hand they hold the Play-Doh, and then they just practice in the air. Like, it almost, big cuts, I say it's like a shark. So big cuts like that, just learning how to open and shut. Open, shut. So they gotta think about their hands. Open, shut, cut, cut, cut. Open, shut, open, shut. So they're going to practice open, shut, open, shut, open, shut. And they can just cut the Play-Doh, so something firm for them to hold on to, but easy enough to cut through, because they're just really strengthening those muscles. They can also make like a pancake or a cookie or something out of the Play-Doh, and they could just practice chomping at it. They don't have to cut pieces off, but just open and shut, cut, cut, cut. Okay, so that's another thing. You can use a straw, a disposable throwaway straw. That's something they can hold with their helper hand and cut, 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 and then they can play with the straw and Play-Doh. So that's a double activity. Another thing is cutting paper. That's the next step. Practice with Play-Doh, straws. You can use practice on paper plates. They're a little thicker paper. What I like to do is, you can draw some lines. Once they start getting more comfortable, start out the straight line, then do a wiggly line, then a wave, so you get some curves, and then the zigzag. So there are things to work up to. You might just want to practice a whole page of straight lines for a little while, and then move on to the wiggly line, so just, and when you use it, the construction paper is a little flimsy for them to hold with their helper hand, so I just glued with a glue stick 2 pieces together, so it's a little stiffer, or even a paper plate, because they're nice and stiff, or an old cereal box. You can cut up one piece, make a triangle out of it, and draw some lines for them on that. So just things around the house. Or you can use, this is the thicker, kind of like a poster board, cardstock paper, or even like index cards, because they're a little heavier. And there's actually lines already on the index cards, so they could practice cutting those lines, okay? Or you can draw things on them, or they could draw and have them cut. So an activity that also is kind of fun, and it works with cutting, is making these out of toilet paper, these little cutting heads. So I take a toilet paper roll and I use just some construction paper, and I took a piece of construction paper and you can fold it. So you can fold it in half and then fold it in half again. And it makes a smaller rectangle that fits really good on a toilet paper roll. So that you just want to, you can have them practice cut it out, or you can do this part for them. So I'm doing open and shut, cut, cut, cut. And it makes a really great size too. Basically we're making like silly hair, and then they're gonna cut the hair. So I'm going to use a toilet paper roll and my rectangle I just cut out, and I'm going to use a glue stick, just a basic glue stick, or you can even use a stapler. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some glue. Oh, of course the glue I grabbed was, it's sticking to me and not to, okay, here I found one, another one. I have to have another one. So I'm just going to put glue on the one edge, and I'm going to roll it right on, because you want to leave some part of the cardboard, I like the top third of it, or you can even go halfway. And then I'm just going to do a line of glue here so that it attaches. Okay, and so basically you just extended the tube up higher, and while the glue's drying a little bit, I'll just take a marker and just draw a quick little face on here. You can make a silly face. So I'm going to do a mouth, and I'll do some eyes, and a nose. Okay, so here's a little face. So I just drew a little face on there. Okay, so now we have this part. So you can do this part for your child because this might be harder, but we're just going to cut pieces. And you don't have to go all the way to the cardboard, but just a few, I guess it's kind of like fringes all the way around. And so basically this could be hair. Okay, so it's kind of, see, we cut all the way around. And so what your child can do is with the scissors, thumbs up, see my sticker's still on there, open and shut, cut, can cut. They can hold this, if they have something firm to hold on, and they can practice cutting. And they're giving their little friend a haircut. Okay, so there's one like that where they can just cut, and actually I put a plate under to catch all the pieces. Here's another one I've done where the same thing, I fringed it, but I decided to, you know how you curl a ribbon where you hold the scissors, and this is for the parent, not for the child. You just make strips like this. You take each individual one, if you want it to be a little curly, and then they can practice cutting the curly ones, okay? So here's another one that's just straight but fringed, and you can have your student, your child cut them. So it's it's kind of a fun thing for them to like give their friends a little haircut that they've made. So I hope that you guys have a good time strengthening those muscles. You get to play with some Play-Doh, with some straws and paper, and learn how to use scissors. Okay, enjoy.